Ryan, I will do everything I can to make sure that you don't have to make a decision like that.
What's going on? I know that look.
Ryan, have a word.
How you doing? Court's in recess?
I'm fine. Yeah. Excuse me.
All rise. This court's now in session. Honorable Judge Miriam Cressman.
Be seated. Miss Colby, would you please call your first witness?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to call Dr. Jake Martin to the stand.
All right, so how bad is it? What did I miss?
Eliza's opening statement made Greenlee look guilty as hell. How's our witness doing?
He's a pain in the ass. He's got me on a DVD run even as we speak, because it turns out old Nick's not exactly into family entertainment. You know what I mean?
Well, just as long as he stays put until we need him. Once he testifies that he heard me say someone is going to die tonight, like a half an hour before Hayward keeled over, that'll be more than enough reasonable doubt to get Greenlee acquitted.
It'll be more than enough to get you the chair.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
See you.
So, Dr. Martin, are you glad that David Hayward is dead?
What was that all about?
Ted and I have a lot of casino business to discuss.
You're taking time away from Greenlee's murder trial to discuss casino security?
Actually, I was about to head right back in.
No, not until you tell me what is going on.
Why do you think something is going on?
Because you're giving me that half nonchalant, half patronizing look. And then Tad left here looking really worried. So I don't want to hear another excuse, Ryan, because we know there's only one thing on your mind right now. Getting Greenlee an innocent verdict.
Isn't that what we all want?
But we all aren't willing to confess just to save her.
I wasn't a fan of David's, but I'm a doctor and I'm trained to save lives.
When David collapsed at the party, you were among the first to decide?
Yes, I was.
And what did you observe?
Well, when I first got to him, there was no breath and there was no pulse. I tried to revive him, but he was already deceased.
And what did you believe to be the cause of death at that time?
From a cursory exam, the contusion suggested that he could have died from severe blows in a fight.
While you were examining him, was Mrs. Hayward there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what was her reaction?
Well, she was obviously very upset. Her husband just died.
She was upset. She was upset. I mean, was she crying? Did she throw herself over the body?
Objection.
Withdrawn. So what happened next?
Well, David was transported to PVH.
And I assume that Greenlee was in the ambulance with him while he was getting transported?
No.
Dr. Martin?
Yeah, no.
No. Well, then someone gave her a ride to the hospital?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, how long after David's body showed up at the hospital did Greenlee arrive?
I'm not really... I don't know.
I mean, was it right away?
No.
So Greenlee's husband was just murdered and she had something better to do than be by his side?
Objection.
Sustained. Miss Colby, watch your tone.
So when Greenlee did arrive at the hospital, did she say where she'd been or who she'd been with?
What I'm trying to figure out is what Tad's involvement is in all of this. Unless he's giving you some bit of evidence you can use to convince the jury that you're not making up your confession.
That's a great story. You know, something you should say for your next novel, all right?
Well, you're not denying it, so obviously I'm onto something.
What are you doing here? Are you trying to upset Greenlee? Do you know what she's going through in there?
Me? Upset her? Are you kidding me? Do you have any idea what it'll do to her if you confess?
Just don't tell her any of this, okay? Please? Please?
That's great, Ryan. More
Please?
secrets.
No, just relax. Just calm down and let me handle this, please.
No, I'm sick of all this crap. You want to save Greenlee, and she wants to save you, and once again, I'm stuck right in the damn middle of it. So now I'm supposed to choose between my best friend and the father of my son? Who would I rather see in jail?
Nobody is asking you to choose which one of us goes to jail, okay?
Okay, well, what would you call it? I could let you go along with your plan and throw your life away, or I can tell Greenlee about your plan so that she can stop you and send herself to prison. That's a wonderful choice. Great choice.
Okay, the goal is that neither of us go to prison, okay? And if you just keep quiet about this,
Oh
then...
my God, I am so sick and tired of keeping all these secrets. I want to march in there right now and tell Jesse and Liza and anyone who will listen everything I know about everything. I just want to get it all out in the open and let the chips fall where they may. Maybe then you and Greenlee can finally be honest with each other and stop torturing all of us.
Hold on a second, back up. What is Greenlee not being honest about with me?
What is your take on Greenlee's marriage to the deceased?
My take?
You were against it from the start, weren't you?
Yes.
Because you felt that he was manipulating her, correct?
Well, David saved Greenlee's life. But sometimes people confuse gratitude with love.
Yes, but Greenlee became unconfused. She wanted out of the marriage.
I don't know that for sure.
She was desperate.
Your Honor.
Sustained.
Sorry again. You don't believe that Greenlee ever loved the deceased, especially not at the end, correct?
Objection.
Withdrawn. No further questions?
You know, I should thank the DA for bringing up a very important point here, and that is your relationship with Dr. Hayward. The acrimony, the desperation, the rage. But I don't think the DA went far enough.
Greenlee have some kind of plan to make sure that I'm not implicated in David's murder?
No. No, why would you even think that?
Well, because you were just freaking out and you just said something about both of us keeping secrets.
Because I don't know, I have no idea what to say lately. I just don't want to see another friend of mine get arrested. Plus, I have to go in there and testify, too. So, excuse me if I'm sick and tired of watching every single word that comes out of my mouth. It's not exactly my best event.
There's something more here.
You want to know what I'm really upset about? And what more there is to this? My marriage. It's probably falling apart if it hasn't already because of all the secrets that I've kept from my husband.
And that's it?
Isn't that enough? My God, Ryan, the only two people in this world who love each other as much as Zach and I do and screw it up even more are you and that defendant in there. And I don't want to hear another word about Madison North.
Hey, if our mess is still hurting your marriage, then go. I'm serious. I won't ask you for another thing. Please go. Go to the kids, go to Fusion, just live your life.
Is it true David Hayward blackmailed your wife to have a relationship with him?
Yes.
And that he forced you to hide your own child?
Yes.
And that when you and your wife wanted to renew your vows the night before the ceremony, you were arrested for brawling with Hayward?
Yes.
How did you feel about David Hayward?
I hated him. And he hated me. Ask anyone.
If I were to ask anyone, would anyone respond that they had heard you say you wished David Hayward was dead?
I don't think you'd have a problem finding a witness telling you that at all.
Thank you, Dr. Martin. No further questions.
Redirect?
So, these witnesses that the defense is referring to, the ones that could testify to your hatred for the deceased, many of them were at the party.
Yeah, they were all at the party. You were at the party.
Yes, and I remember seeing you very occupied that night. But if I were to question any one of these witnesses, could they say that you were absent long enough to, let's say, kill David Hayward?
I don't know.
Did you kill David Hayward?
No, I didn't.
No further questions.
Before we continue, I'd like a sidebar with attorneys, please.
No. You're trying to make a break for it?
I need to talk to Ryan.
No. I thought the plan was to stay away from him so you wouldn't look guilty to the jurors.
He and my father were talking. They're up to something, and I need to stop him.
Okay, Greenlee, it could be anything, okay? I mean, what is it, something more than making him look guilty?
I heard my father tell Ryan he wouldn't let him make a decision like that.
Okay, right now, I think you need to focus on taking care of yourself.
If it's anything close to what I'm thinking, I have to get to Ryan and stop him.